It was our first morning in Japan. I looked out the window and it was raining. I thought, this is not good.
Well, it's now raining in Osaka, so our plans are no good. We were supposed to go to the castle, right?
Yeah, Osaka Castle.
Mm-hmm.
So what are we gonna do?
I don't know, maybe let's just stay indoors, walk around the malls, something like that.
Yeah, maybe we can do something indoors.
What if we go to the Umeda Sky Building and look around,
Umeda Sky Building.
Sounds good.
How do we get there?
I think we should take the train since the train station is near that area.
Umeda Sky Building.
Yeah.
Alright.
Alright,
I'm just gonna follow you guys. You take the lead.
sounds like a plan.
Alright, let's go.
Let's go.
Things were not going according to plan. So we checked out of our hotel and went walking in the rain with all our bags and stuff. We had just started walking when I saw a guy biking with an umbrella open. I thought that was funny. Then I saw another one and another one. After a while, I realized this is just how Japanese people bike in the rain. There was even this woman who had a clamp for her umbrella so she could hold the handlebars with two hands. That's Japanese culture. That's next level. I also started to notice other things, like when I looked at the street, they drove on the wrong side of the road there. We also seemed to be bumping into people on the sidewalk a lot and had to avoid people while walking. Apparently, they walk on the left side of the sidewalk in Japan. I thought this was British influence, but actually, the reason they do this is because back in the samurai era, they wore their swords on the left side. And if they walk on the right side of the sidewalk, their swords would hit each other, causing a fight to break out. So they made it a practice to walk on the left side instead. I also noticed that there were a lot of bikes parked around the sidewalk or in front of restaurants. They're just everywhere, and they weren't even locked, or they had simple locks on the rear wheel. If you do that in Manila, your bike would be stolen within an hour, guaranteed. Finally, we get to the train station. And so we had to figure out which train to take. And it was a little confusing because there were trains that go north to south and trains that go east to west.
We hadn't figured it out yet, so because the subways there are different levels, so there's one train crossing this way, and then there's one train crossing this way, on top of each other.
And there's even one that goes around in a loop. But it's really amazing because there were so many train lines. They pretty much covered the whole country with trains. And you could go pretty much anywhere in Japan without a car. That is the biggest Daiso I've ever seen. When we got to the Omeda station, we deposited our luggage in these lockers that you can find pretty much in any train station around Japan.
Yeah, what's really convenient in Japan is there are lockers in the train station, so they're really prepared for the tourists. So instead of carrying our stuff all throughout the day, we can leave our stuff in the train station, in the lockers.
Umeda Station is as beautiful as train stations can be. It's modern and there are lots of nice malls and restaurants. It was really nice and pleasant to walk around. Where? Oh, yeah, okay.
It was a rainy day, so we didn't really push through with a view deck because we won't see anything.
Where are we gonna eat?
I think there are lots of shops around here.
Okay, go!
Let's go!
We were disappointed because the rain made it pointless to go up the tower. We wouldn't be able to see anything. So we decided to go look for breakfast instead. I was getting frustrated because we were walking all over and we couldn't find a uniquely Japanese breakfast place. We can't seem to find a place to eat, so I don't know. We're looking for a breakfast place, but we can't find a decent one except always Starbucks. Starbucks is always around, but we don't want to go to Starbucks. Finally, we have some food. Our first morning in Japan didn't go according to plan. All we were able to do was eat breakfast. But you know what? It's okay, because we commuted, we wandered around and got lost. We made mistakes, and it forced us to figure things out and learn pretty quickly.
Basically, I started figuring out how things work as well in that short period of time, like a bit of their culture, their customs, how they do things.
So, Julia, what was your experience in paying for that? What did you have to do?
Pay.
Is there like a machine or no?
She said you can either use like the beeping thing, like what you do, or you can pay through a tray. So I just put the money in the tray. She counted it. Okay.
Oh, okay.
And she even understood when I said no pearls. I was like, she pointed at the pearls. I was like, no. And she's like, okay, no. Conversationalist. Oh.
So, I got an idea. After breakfast, we needed to go to Kyoto. which was where we were going to stay for the next 2 nights. I thought it would be fun to let Julia be in charge of getting us there. You know, she's 16 years old already, and I wanted her to step up to the plate and be responsible. I thought this would be a good opportunity for her to do so. Hey Julia, we're going to Osaka. No, we're going to Kyoto. You will be in charge of getting us there. Okay? You gotta figure out how to use the train. Okay?
When my dad and Tito finally figured some stuff out, oh, these are how the train stations work, they started teaching me. And also how traveling works there as well. They started telling me, oh, these are the stations, this is how you go from here to here, you can use this card to buy anything, this is how you charge it.
There was a point where I wondered if we got on the right train, but I just kept it to myself. After 45 minutes, we arrived at the train station in Kyoto. Julia did a good job and didn't get us lost in Japan. We made it to Kyoto. This is the city where old world traditional Japan is preserved. It has the highest concentration of cultural treasures in the entire country.
Kyoto is more laid back, more traditional. It's really amazing, the architecture, the people. You can just feel the culture and the rich culture and the history.
Kyoto is perfect if you really want to look at Japan's cultural side, because the views in Kyoto, the landscapes, breathtaking.
We started our Kyoto adventure at Nishiki Market because this is the historic market that's been around for 400 years. And also, it's because we were already hungry. It was like a river of people. It was so hard to move around. What do you do at Nishiki Market? Well, you eat, of course.
There's a lot of things, and they all look so good. My dad and Tito tried some of them, but I didn't try a lot of the food there.
Paolo was the one who ate the most over there. It's like he was always looking for food.
This place because it was jam-packed with people. I wish I tried a bit of food now because there were all sorts of food and like they all looked different.
All in all, despite the crowd, it was a good experience. I got to eat unagi and got to experience authentic Japanese street food. I can check that off my list. Afterwards, our next activity was this fun way to learn about an aspect of Japanese culture that is popular around the world. No, not Hello Kitty. We had an appointment at this place called Samurai and Ninja Museum with Experience.
So yeah, we went to the Ninja Experience and it was fun. I don't know, I think Kuya Alan and I enjoyed it more than Julia.
Oh, the Ninja Experience.
Uy, si Julia mukhang ninja talaga, oh. She's a pretty ninja.
We were like ninjas for an hour. We learned how to throw some shurikens. We even learned how to use the blow dart and the sword fighting.
Yes. All right. 3, 2, 1, go.
Yeah!
Wow.
Yeah!
Ready? 3, 2, 1, go.
Paolo and I were really enjoying. Like, we would do all kinds of silly things before and after throwing. Nice!
Whoa!
Okay, now let's go.
These are effective. But you could see it in Julia's eyes. Her body language. Like when she would walk to the board and walk back, you could tell she wasn't enjoying it that much. Yeah, good job, Julia.
Yeah, I had fun. That's my favorite part, the shuriken, and then you can throw it like that. 3, 2, 1, go!
Whoa! Julia, you're a natural assassin. You're a natural assassin.
It's really great if you're a family. Like, there's this one family, and apparently they're a family of ninjas because they won in every single throwing competition. And I was just like, wow.
Consistent ah. Consistent.
Whoa!
I'm asthmatic.
Excuses.
Julia had this one shot with the blow dart that was just perfect. I wanted to take 1,000,000 pictures to celebrate it. But before I could take one picture,
Right. Oh wow! Wow! Wait! I get it. It was both a both side.
You're supposed to memorialize.
Yeah, it was the best shot.
right away.
You took it anyway.
Oh well. Main event.
Sword fighting. Sword fighting. Alright.
Yeah, Julia and I sparred using the swords.
Go, back and forth lang.
We were just doing this lightly, and then when I tried hitting her, like seriously, she was like super surprised, and then she lashed out at me like ah, like that.
I really thought Julia would like this activity because ninjas are such interesting parts of Japanese culture. I mean, who doesn't like ninjas? Except maybe their victims. I don't think she even paid attention when the teacher was teaching about the history of ninjas. It's too bad.
But yeah, it's really entertaining, and it also speaks about Japan's culture, like how ninjas were back then and the difference between samurais and ninjas. And did you know that ninjas were like farmers back then? That's why they had to make weapons that were like cheap but easy to hide, easy to make and easy to hide.
I don't know. I really thought we'd have so much fun doing this ninja activity. For next time, I was even thinking about enrolling in this samurai activity where they let you wield a real katana and slice stuff up. That would be really cool, right? But at least now, I know it's not something that we should book. Because after this experience, I know it would be a waste of time. I mean, she didn't even enjoy it. After our ninja experience, we checked into our Airbnb. It was about 5:30 in the afternoon already. We checked the place out and rested for a while before our next activity of the day. Okay, we just checked into our Airbnb, and this is a typical Japanese house. This is what it looks like, and Julia and Paolo are checking the rooms upstairs. Okay, this looks like Paolo's bedroom.
I love my bedroom.
Okay. This is actually the third floor na eh.
Finally!
Yeah, rest.
The town smells so good. Like there's like baby powder everywhere, even on the
Okay,
streets.
turn on the light.
Even on the streets outside.
Baby powder.
What?
Okay, this is gonna be Julia's room. You can
Guys,
see
if the kimono comes to life in here,
she's going
And
for the
kidnaps
minimalist look here.
I'm just tell my parents I said that.
The kimono, yeah. It's gonna come to life. No, Julia didn't sleep in that empty room without a bed. It wasn't because she was afraid of the kimono. It was because she didn't have a bed and she wasn't comfortable. So she went down to the room where I was sleeping and slept on the extra bed that was there. By around 7:30 p.m., we started walking toward this restaurant where we had reservations for dinner. It was our last activity of the day. Kaiseki meals are the Japanese high cuisine. They serve around 10 or so small dishes, and it normally takes hours to go through. They are expensive, but this one restaurant, Giro Giro Hitoshina, made it possible for everyone to afford it. They still use fresh seasonal ingredients, but in a creative way. This is where Julia, Paula, and I embarked on an incredible culinary adventure of traditional Japanese cuisine.
Yes, the kaiseki dinner was really memorable.
The kaiseki dinner was delicious. I loved it.
We really didn't know what we were eating.
There was a moment where there was this bitter soup that was so bitter. I was like, what is this? But then Tito Paolo said, hey, you gotta eat it with the fish. That's how you make it taste good. So I was like, oh.
With kaiseki, food is enjoyed slowly and with all your senses. I closed my eyes and focused on the flavors.
We tried everything, it was all really good. But then this one item, which was really good, but we didn't understand the server the first time that they served us that particular item. And then we asked again, what's this item that we just ate? And then the guy said, it's a shark heart. So
Shark heart gives me tuna sashimi vibes because it's like red but small and soft. And I didn't even know it was shark heart at that time. I was like, what kind of sashimi is this? And but wow, it was delicious. I feel kind of guilty because it's a shark's heart, but it was delicious. I can't explain the flavor, but it's so good.
Yeah, that's really memorable. It's a first time I've experienced that. It's like a fine dining Japanese style.
So it's really a delicious dinner because all of these different flavors, they come together and then into one whole dish, and then once they go in your mouth, you're like, wow, burst of flavor. 10 out of 10. Recommend.
My friend Rusty here in California, who's been to Japan many times already, told me to make sure to try the egg sandwiches at 7-Eleven or any of the convenience stores. He said they are so good and you won't find them anywhere else except Japan. So I made it my mission to try these egg sandwiches as part of my Japanese experience. And I also wanted Paolo and Julia to try it, to see if they like it as well, get their opinion.